War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Hey, war. Good God, y'all. People, how y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Hi, Uncle Tim nephew. Darrell Leslie. Pretty Tangs. Miss Sherry and TLC and 3. Good morning, everybody. Can y'all believe this bullshit is going on in Los Angeles? This is all Donald Trump. Before Donald Trump wobbled his ass into the office, we had no idea we had so many enemies. We had no idea that we were supposed to hate Mexican people. You're sitting in the middle of a city called Los Angeles, Mexican name. I'm sitting in the city, San Francisco, Mexican name. San Jose. What this whole shit, Mexico, right? Now this motherfucker done sent thousands of troops into Los Angeles. What is wrong with him? First he starts wars with the whole goddamn world. Then he starts wars with Harvard and all the other colleges. Then he starts war. Everybody who's ever spoken anything against Donald Trump, he's got to get revenge. Right? He's got to get revenge. He hates Gavin Newsom. Therefore, he had to terrorize California, as if California is not a major contributor to this country. What y'all think? This fool over here, child, they got so many goddamn armed forces. And then on the other coast, he got tanks rolling into town to celebrate his birthday. How much money is being wasted, Trump? Right? You came on here with your fat, stinking ass off your golden escalator, and you told us that the Mexican people were taking over this country and they were our enemies. And they are not. They are not. Do you have any idea how many Latin people there are in Los Angeles County, here in the Bay Area? He also raided us here in San Jose and several neighborhoods here in the Northern California. He's invaded California with his tanks and all his troops. And something that broke my heart today was, I guess some of these ICE agents, these weren't the ICE agents, they wear masks to protect their identity. Probably because they're Mexican themselves. What I noticed at Latin people, I have no problem with you at all. I'm on your side. But what I noticed with all these troops they're bringing in, so many of these men with these sticks and these bazookas and these non-lethal weapons and all this shit, so many of those people are Latin people. They're forcing these soldiers to come out from protecting this country and beat the shit out of their own family. They have to beat the fuck out of their own family, their own communities. It is sad to watch, people. You don't believe me? Watch the goddamn news. Look at the faces of all these military people they're bringing in. People fighting and dying for this country, right? And then they come home and they got to beat the shit out of their own people and run them out. Their aunties and great aunties, their grandmas and grandpas, run their ass out. Why? There is no reason. People are to see that just like Donald Trump attacked those Latin people, they were the first one to go, right? Just like he attacked them, that's the same way he's coming after Harvard, cutting off billions and billions of dollars, trying to ruin their school, right? Best school in the country, apparently, certainly the most prestigious school in the country. Like he's so concerned. Well, they prejudice against the Jewish people. Nigga, are you serious? Since when you so concerned about the prejudice, Donald Trump? You've been trying to turn us all against each other since you wobbled your big ass up in there, right? Oh, I made the promise. We don't give a fuck. Politicians always lie. So you feel like now, since you said you're going to run all the Mexican people out and your quotas are down, now you just got to start invading people, correct? You're going to goddamn Home Depot. What are those people doing that's hurting this country? What are they doing? Aren't they mostly serving this country? When you go to one of your hotels, what are they doing? Aren't they serving America? When you build buildings, aren't they serving and building America? What are they asking for it? Just a paycheck. How y'all doing? Ooh, this motherfucker gets me so upset. It's hard to watch TV anymore. It's hard to watch the internet. I don't watch TV. But just when you look on there, and they can just sit there and the bimbos that he has working for them. Oh, why would you be mad at America's saving? You know good and goddamn well that them ain't no gangbangers. They're arresting. Honey, I've been around gangbangers my whole goddamn life. Them are not no gangbangers. Those are people who are working as busboys in restaurants. Those are people who are simply going to school. Those are people going home to mama and papa, honey. That's all they are. They are children, right? Those people are not harming anybody. We have whole neighborhoods here in the Bay Area. Those people are not harming anybody. That's one of the best neighborhoods, in my opinion, in the goddamn city. What are they doing? They're just working and supporting their family. He convinced these airheads, these stupid ass people who are so bigoted and hateful. They have convinced them that those people are doing something wrong to us. They're hurting us. Did you pull them off the farms too, Donald Trump? How the crops doing? Right? How many of these great pink Americans are going to get out there in them fields, nigga? Excuse me, I use that word too much. Person. What happened? What are you doing to help anybody? When you go to a restaurant, who gonna make the food? Who's been making the food? Who made the food in your hotels? Are the ones that you scammed people into believing were yours? Whatever. I've been in plenty of hotels, Latin people working. When I walk out of my door in a few minutes, what do I see? Latin people going to work, Latin people coming from work, correct? That's all they do. It seems to be they're going to work, honey. They're doing a whole lot better than the rest of us. Oh, they're criminals. They're gone. Oh, they're murderers. What are we are? What are we then? What are you say that they're such criminals and murderers and drug dealers and all this kind of shit, right? What are we? Are we exempt? Are the black gang members, are they exempt? Do they not do any crime? What about the white ones? I've been in prison. You may think there's more black people in prison, but it's not true. There's just as many white people, just as many white murderers, just as many drug dealers, just as many frauds like you, just as many. All they're doing is being people. That's what people do, right? You group 10 or 20,000 of them and you pick out, however many, the 20 or 30 who are criminals. They're not doing anything unusual. Donald Trump. Motherfucker gets on my nerves so bad. Lord have mercy. A criminal. Here his ass is convicted of 34 felonies. And God knows how many civil suits and how many people he has ripped off since his inception, since he was born. He been ripping off people, probably ripped them off in kindergarten, trying to get their milk money. You are a criminal, Donald Trump. Oh, I got to make my quota. You don't got to make no quota. Right? Most politicians don't make no goddamn quotas. You don't got to keep harassing and terrorizing people where they're afraid to go. They can't even do the right thing. If they try to do the right thing, go down to the goddamn office, child, and report like you're supposed to, you got these monsters hiding in the bushes to arrest them. Correct? So they can't stay home and they can't go out. You can't even feel comfortable going to the grocery store because you goddamn Al Capone or some motherfucking body for his political reasons. Why is Donald Trump so goddamn hateful? That's a hateful motherfucker. When you don't even consider what you're doing to a family when you start pulling their members out of their family and send them to other parts of the world. Right? That means you don't have the capacity to feel. Right? You are, what's the word? You don't have compassion. It's simply missing in you, right? And I'm ashamed. It is a shameful thing. There's so many of these people voted for your ass. It is a mystery, right? You can't even get along with your goddamn co-president. So what I would like for you and Musk, y'all get together and y'all just fight on each other. See how that feels. You can hurt him, he can hurt you. You hurt him, he hurt you, and leave us the fuck alone. Empathy, not sympathy. Nicola, empathy. They lack empathy. They don't have the capacity. They're acting like these people are all criminals. Child, they ain't touched no goddamn criminals. If they wanted to get criminals, they'd be going through the prisons, right? If they wanted to get criminals, they'd be going through the police records. They not doing none of that shit. We saw them right here in Northern California pulling up to restaurants, child, and pulling out the busboys. Then half the people in this goddamn country are immigrants or have family that are immigrants. Even the newscasters, honey, they got to come on here and talk this shit against their own goddamn people. It's bad enough you got this Fox News shit going on, honey, but now you are actually taking our military and turning them against our own people. And you're using all these tanks to come and kiss your ass. Charlie said that he gonna actually break the streets in New York City, bringing all this heavy ass tanks and artillery on to do what? To shoot up in the sky. Great leader, oh dear leader, you're fabulous, and all them sickening, disgusting pigs that come on there every day talking about, oh, he's the greatest president that's ever lived. No effort at all to tell the truth. No effort at all to even give the news, honey. Right? All that goddamn shit that goes on in Fox News, child. I would say stop telling us what the fuck they're doing over there. They don't count. They're not people. They're evil monsters. They are. I'm sorry. If you're down with all this shit, honey, you're a monster as well. You're just like Donald Trump. So people need to start looking on the inside. These white, what do you call them? Evangelicals and all this shit. Oh, Trump came out and held the Bible up one time upside down. Oh, he's a great Christian. Trump has got nothing to do with morality. Nothing to do with no goddamn Christianity, child. Only time he ever went to a church is because he started running for the president. And that's all it took. If you are that evil and nasty and poor, because these are poor white people. These ain't These white, you got a few white billionaires who are in there for their interests, for their own interests, like paying taxes and all that. Why you don't pay no taxes, child? I mean, how much are they really saving? When you have billions and billions and billions of dollars, how much are you really saving by putting this clown up in there? You ain't doing shit, and he gonna turn on your ass too. If he can turn on Elon Musk a day after the goddamn man leaves office, Elon Musk came here and took a huge stinking dump on America. Correct? He took a shit on us, and then he said, when it's time for him to leave, Trump gives him a gold key. The next day, the bullshit starts. The next day, now he's the enemy. Now you want to deport Elon Musk. Why weren't you investigating to deport his ass before? You said you hate immigrants so bad. Ain't he always been an immigrant? He barely speaks English. Or at least he don't speak very good English, right? It's all about the money. Must be the money. Every time you open your goddamn eyes, he done did something else. Well, how is that even possible? Joe Biden went through a whole goddamn presidency, child. A whole president. I don't think I heard him speak twice. He just did the work. He just did his job, right? This clown, every time you wake up, open your eyes, he's fighting with somebody else. He got to get even. He holds a grudge for decades, right? It also makes you wonder, why didn't Epstein just wait? Because he knew that Trump, who's devoid of any kind of character, would I would assume, was going to pardon him. Why didn't he just wait a couple years and let Trump pardon him? So that makes you think, well, maybe it wasn't that cut and dry. Because most people would have said, well, goddamn, he's letting everybody out. Why wouldn't he let me out? The insurrectionists, those people were violent criminals. He let every damn one of them, 1,500 of them out, right? Now he's going down here to LA. These people are just saying, please stop kicking our doors in. And now they are the danger. And there you need the whole goddamn military to come and ride in their tanks on Los Angeles with machine guns and shit. I told Ray in New York City, I hear they ride. We need to people. This is what America's got to figure out. We got to start speaking up for each other. Not just when a black issue come up, when we speak about the blacks, or a Mexican issue comes up, or he's doing something to China. We got to start sticking together for what is right. Take enough time to evaluate what's going on here, because it's so obvious about him. And stick up for what is right. If those brothers are having that hard a time, then we should be speaking up as well, I believe. And that's where you will have some power. That's what they're so afraid of. They're so afraid. They got all the minorities, all these people in here. We got to make them back pink again. You don't have to make them back pink again. You just be another group of people here. We are a diverse country. That is what's happened when you take all these years and put them together, honey. The country has become a diverse community. We should be speaking up for what's right and what's wrong. Have y'all listened to the people on Fox News? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would you say something so stupid? I mean, goddamn, you see what this fool is doing. He sit over here and get a $400 million jet. And you think that's cool when other presidents don't even take a box of cigars? Now we done forgot all about that. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. So what we going to get then, Trump? How many heads are we going to get cracked open in Los Angeles? And they're coming here as well, right? All of California. We contribute more to this country than practically anybody else. These are the big cities, honey. California State, New York City, right? We got to be enemies too, correct? You were ready to let the motherfucker burn down, correct? Donald Trump. Then you bring your stinking ass through here. Oh, look at the streets are dirty. Oh, you got drug addicts. Same thing in New York City. You got drug addicts. Nigga, aren't you the president? Isn't this your job then? Aren't you supposed to make things better? You don't make things better for shit. You sit up here and you go after people and you try to destroy their lives. I can't even imagine. They say there are tens of thousands of federal employees unemployed. What did that accomplish? Absolutely nothing. Ain't did a goddamn thing. You let that fool come over here and get his needs met, correct? And he thought he was going to walk away with all these contracts and shit. And then the next day he found out, oh no, he cut me too. It don't only women bleed. Oh, only women. Come watch me bleed. Come watch me bleed. You're going to bleed too. What's that boy's name? Musk. You are a little bit different than us because you do have some power. You have enough money where you can just throw away a few billion and fight this motherfucker. Correct? All they care, because they know that after the midterms come, you're done, honey. Correct? So Musk is threatening to hurt him in the polls, in his constituencies. So they're so afraid. They're so scared of Trump, just publicly afraid. Bunch of chicken shit motherfuckers. They're so afraid. Wait a minute. Yeah, they're so afraid of losing their jobs. I mean, I'm sure that being a senator is a prestigious job. I'm sure that maybe this is something a lot of you dreamed about, whatever. Most of you are 70, 80 years old. Why don't you just let it go? Take one for the Gipper, honey. The Gipper being us, right? And do the right thing. Them damn Republicans over there. Oh no, he's the greatest president that's ever lived. No one's ever seen anything like it. No, you're correct. We ain't never seen no shit like this. Pitiful. Harvard. How you gonna go into Harvard and just take billions of dollars and cut their tax exempt status? Anytime anybody say anything to your ass, then they're gonna take their status. They're gonna take the government money like it's his. It's not your money, Trump. right? Takes the money from the schools. I heard they stopped his assault on Job Corps. Thank God. Why in the fuck you want the kids to not even have their skills to get a job? Right? What do you want to do? Close down Harvard? You don't want any of the smart people come in here, they can go somewhere else, right, Trump? And what would you accomplish by that, Trump? You trying to make them all sting what they did to you. It's all about what they've done to you. You are the president. How much higher can you get in this country, child? But yet you're the victim. Look what they did to me. What they did to me, I'm gonna make them suffer. I'm taking their tax exempt status. I'm taking all the grants out of there. Oh, it's only $30 billion. Oh, they'll get over it. They'll get over it. Well, I guess Elon Musk is saying, no, bitch, I don't want to get over it. I want to see you suffer. And about this goddamn Epstein case, maybe it is time we take a look at that, because I don't know why Elon Musk would even bring it up. We are heard the story 1,000 times. I don't know why he would even bring it up unless he thought there was something special there in those files that keep disappearing. Am I right or am I wrong? If you want to see people beef, look for people who know each other. You had him up in that office for, what was it, 3 months? 140 days, whatever it was, child. And y'all did a whole lot of shit, right? And he's a smart dude. He's weird as fuck, but he's smart. Correct? That means he knows a whole lot of ways to hurt your ass, Trump. And so since you're both so petty, right? And this is the one person who can actually stand up against your ass, right? Y'all talking about pulling contracts out of space, SpaceX and all these companies he owns, child. This $1 billion, this $140 billion deal, 200 billion here. Trump just he just got a dream come true. He's in control of all these billions and dollars. And what do you get out of it, Trump? I mean, why are you doing all this, child? You doing something every day, right? Are you trying to get us into a real war? Is that why? Are you bored? You want to use all of these goddamn tanks and shit, child? Right? Because that's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to decide to knock your ass out. I'm just saying that's what's going to happen. You end this up in war because you are using our military against us. Why was that necessary? They hold a little flag up, says dump Trump, stop deporting us. All whatever. Can I keep my job, please? Bring my grandma back, whatever. They had that little sign up, right? And you put the whole goddamn military on them. Correct? What about all these insurrectionists? Didn't we see them crushing police officers' heads in the goddamn doors? I mean, I'm just serious. Didn't one of them take a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk? But you let them all go. It's cool. They all pink. Me calm my nerves. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? We have to care, people. This is our country as well. No matter what he seems to think, this is our country as well. And just because he made all these stupid ass promises, which he ain't gonna be able to keep any goddamn well. He go, I'm gonna stop the war in one day. Oh, on the first day, I'm gonna stop the war in Ukraine. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna have better. Then he comes on, and y'all don't give a fuck as this man to sit up here and lied 36,000 times in his first administration. 36,000 times he lied. 3,600 times. How many times was it? 36. Oh, they caught him, documented 36 times. He publicly lied, correct? And they don't care about that either. They don't care about the rape. They don't care about him abusing women. They don't care about anything he does, right? And then they come out here and say something stupid like he's a godly man. Ain't nothing godly about Donald Trump, right? If he wasn't so goddamn old, he'd try to stick his hand up your dress. Totally immoral. Anybody that can lie like that, lie about every goddamn thing. You got somebody who not one company, this is before he started running, not one bank in America would lend him money. If not one bank will trust him. Why did these dumbass people decide that he's the one to be trusted? He's so good with money. We gonna all be rich. He said they all gonna be rich. Everybody's gonna be rich in the first week and all that. You're not getting shit from Donald Trump. You see that with Elon Musk, right? Didn't he turn on him the next day? Oh, I see. He got mad because I took out that provision to sell his cars, the electric cars, mandate. Oh, he got mad. He got mad. Did that cost that man a hundred and something $billion? Why would he get mad? Correct? Of course he got mad. Shit. What the fuck's wrong with him? It's crazy. He never had no money of his own, right? All he does is fuck up money, right? Company after company after company after company. Every damn one of them end up in bankruptcy. Correct? Why? Because bankruptcy for him was a get over. Correct? I'll just get as much money as I can get out of these people, and that's as far as it's going to go. At the end, I'm going to bankrupt it. And that's what he's going to do to this country because he don't give a fuck, right? He's out in 4 years, honey. This is his last hoorah. What all these people getting taken out for it? Oh, straight from the gate. Are you a troll? Skate from the gate? Straight from the grate? Mm-hmm. Oh, Justin took your ass out, huh? Okay. Hi, Justin. Do I see you? Oh, I ain't been on as much. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in. And thanks for coming in, Soul Sister #1 show. It's demonic. It sure in the hell is. They scared to talk about impeachment. Why? What are you scared of? If everybody could be free, with the removal of Donald Trump, what are these politicians so goddamn afraid of? Right? He got them all chasing around behind their tail, kissing his ass. Now they got to go to some military. How much is this parade of his gonna cost? How much? Millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? But yet you want to take our food stamps for one goddamn day. You got to pay all that military. Oh Lord. Hi, Harlow Rain. How you doing? Y'all tell me what's going on, child. Do y'all watch it? I know it's got to be exhausting. It is exhausting because it never changed. Every day is gonna be something different. Now he don't want you to talk about Los Angeles. What's going on in Los Angeles? Tomorrow he'll throw another dog in the street. Here, talk about this. Look what I did. I just took $40 billion out of this school. You really helped us, Trump. And what are you supposed to be doing with all this money? Go and give it to the goddamn rich people so they have a tax break. It's so crazy. I mean, how much are they really saving? One of these newscasters said they weren't saving nothing like $100,000 a piece. But goddamn, if you're worth $50 million, is it 100,000? Is that really a lot of money? Crazy. He gonna hit all the white people who love him so much. They're gonna get hit harder than anybody else, child. Them jobs are not coming back. Right? The world has moved on. We are now have a global economy now. It was working just fine. So you pulled your ass up with these old ass, stupid ass ideas, and you think you're gonna bring a bunch of goddamn factories back to America so people can work for $5 again. Because that's what it's gonna take, right? If they're getting them made for $5 an hour overseas, child, why do you think they're gonna come over here? Let's pay them $60 an hour. Because that's what they're going to take. That's what they're going to demand. Right, Donald Trump? Another dumbass idea. One stupid idea after the other. And then you stick with them so hard. When the whole world tells you they're stupid, here's the thing. If you would have appointed competent people in these cabinet of yours, at least you could get proper advice. You would be advised by the best. You say you're going to have the best of the best. You have the stupidest lineup of people just to put them in front of the camera, to put it from the cameras to say all the stupid shit they say every day. Girl, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing across the world, honey. Correct? And you have your cabinet meetings and everyone has got to go around and say, what do you think? What do you think I've done? Oh, I think no one's ever seen anything like this. Dear leader, you're the greatest, Donald Trump. We just avoid Trump. Why wouldn't they want us to get rid of the enemies, the killers? The people are not killing. No, people are working, honey. Strange concept for billionaires. It's a tragedy. That's right, pretty things. That is so, you are so right. Would y'all please thumbs up? Thank you, TLC and 3. What am I drinking? Oh, okay. I already had my Red Bulls. It might throw me off a little bit. Worst attitude for a president. And worst attitude, they can't even ask him a question. You're stupid. How could you say something like that? You shouldn't even be in this business. And then he goes after the people who report on him. Right? And what's wrong with MSNBC lately? They seem to be making some strange choices, honey. And they seem to have watered down all their commentary. So how are you affecting them, Donald Trump? We know you had Joe and his wife at Mar-a-Lago. What were you working out with that? Everything is a deal. It's got to be worked out. Then, but you ain't made no damn deals, child. They said he has not made a goddamn deal. Oh, they were the greatest deals. Oh, I made greatest deals. 90 deals, 90 days. 90 deals, 90 days. Right? How many you got so far, Donald Trump? How you do that? 0. You ain't did shit. You haven't done nothing. If you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing. Hey, look here. It's not too cool to be critical, but you brought this upon yourself. And we are sick and tired of hearing your song. How you gonna change right from wrong? But if you really want to hear our view, you haven't done nothing. Hey, always talking about goddamn Joe Biden. Joe Biden fighting for his life, child. Already did his job, honey. And I think he did an excellent job. Why? There's one reason I love Joe Biden, because Joe Biden came in and saved us from you. That's all he had to do. Maintain the government and save us from Donald Trump. I remember they were looking for who they could run and all this, who could beat him. And they came to the conclusion that the only one that could beat him was the vice president. That was Joe Biden. And Joe Biden stood up, right? You got his name in your mouth every day about how horrible he is. That's funny. Nobody seemed to think he was horrible when he was in office, except for them fucking robots over there on Fox News. They should Fox News. Well, I barely know what they say unless some Democrat tells us what they say. I could care. I ain't never turned to their channel, honey. Just everything's a lie. Nothing means anything, right? Donald Trump's been lying his whole goddamn life, thousands and thousands and thousands of times, Sal. Now he's telling us the prices is lower since the 1960s. The prices are low. You a goddamn lie, honey. I just came from the supermarket yesterday, nigga. Ain't nothing cheaper. Nothing. You have affected nothing. When COVID came, all the prices went up, up, up. All you had to do was come under and drive them back down, down, down. But you have not even touched that. You touched everything except that. How many millions and tens of millions of dollars are you blowing, driving tanks down the middle of New York City, tearing up their streets? You haven't done shit. Never does. All a hype. And so you're so goddamn old. And I do believe that man has got dementia. He's crazy. Just to think of all the shit that he got a different enemy every day. Right? He's willing to throw California into the ocean just to get back at Gavin Newsom. How much taxes come out of California? Did you see that damn travel ban? Oh, Lord, who he done banned now? Let me see. Let me try to think about it. He got another travel ban. Remember, the first time he came, he had banned all Muslims, honey. I know that he went after the schools. He don't want any of the students. So all the people who done, and them people have paid a lot of money because Harvard is not cheap, honey. Their parents then sent them over here. They didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, child, a tuition in a regular school. Just getting through a regular school is $100,000 a year. How much is Harvard? Correct. And then you want to come and pull all those damn students out, and that's a quarter of the students in Harvard. Why are you mad at Harvard? Is it because when you applied and you thought your daddy could pay your way in and they denied you? Have you been holding a grudge that long, Donald Trump? Or is it because Barron can't get in? What's your problem with Harvard? It's definitely not people being prejudiced against each other, because that's your favorite thing. You love that shit. DEI, DEI. Oh, the planes are falling out the sky. It's DEI, DEI. Oh, you're giving black people opportunities. Cut that shit out. Cut it out. All for a few pink people in the middle, in the Midwest and the South to say, yeah, Trump, yeah, Trump. And they all got to say, yeah, Trump. Why? For what? He's a billionaire. He ain't had nothing to do with your ass. Trump ain't going to have your ass to dinner at Mar-a-Lago. Playing on people's hatred. Stupid motherfucker. He needs to worry about Elon Musk. Yes, TLC and 3. That's going to be the one. Because the rest of them ain't got no balls. Elon's crazy, but at least he has enough power, enough influence, because he's got all this SpaceX and all this shit tied to the government, that he can actually box with him. Now, does that mean he can win? He can cause a whole lot of pain, and he can get that fool off of us, right? And just fight with Elon, trying to hold on to secrets. Trying to hold on to secrets. Be quiet, you ding, 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 ding. Come on. Hey. God damn it. Hey. Oh, here it comes. Get it down. Excuse me a minute. Oh, no. Yeah, right. You knew just what happened. Sit the bum right here. Put it down. Stay there, soldier. My dog he's the monitor of the hallways. Don't get your high blood pressure up behind that jackass. Girl, you don't get no break. We're up for 4 years of this every day. How can any president, child, have a different story, a different news breaking story every fucking day? Right? God only know, and you know, the bottom line is just how he's collecting money from it all, child. Right? First thing he do is take off to the Midwest, to the Middle East, collecting money, making his. Then yeah, we got some deals, all right. We ain't ever gonna hear about him. So many countries stopped traveling here already. Went after Canada and Mexico. The only people who are connected to this country, he goes after them. God, I pray he's not going to end us up in wars, real physical wars. He's just dying to flex his muscle with all the military, like he got something to do with his ass. He didn't even go in service until 2 or 3 years, child. Oh, I got a bone spur in my leg. Oh, I can't go. I can't. But you want to come here and criticize all the people who did go, right? And let me ask you this, Donald Trump. You thought it was so important to immediately cut all support for starving people around the country? Yes, granted, a whole lot of them were brown, black, medium brown, different. You call them shithole countries, right? How many of those people have died? They should charge your ass as being a war criminal. Right? How many of those people have died when you withdrew the support? You want to brag about being the richest country in the world, yet you're the one who wants to pull out, and you don't want to do nothing for nobody. How's that helping us, Trump? You think we cared about some pork and beans and weenies going to starving children? Ooh, I say, Elon talking about we didn't save anything. We ain't saved nothing, honey. Hey, Kevin Moore, Dr. Lauren, Spill It Girl TV. How y'all doing? Child, people ain't gonna want to. Who want to come and travel here? They scared to come on travel here. They might not be able to get back. And Americans, if they go somewhere, will they be able to get back in the country? They all our enemies. Really, the only reason, the only people who are offended by Mexican people are racists and bigots, and it ain't gonna affect them, right? You ain't gonna get them no damn jobs. He ran on talking about how those are the black jobs. He want our ass to be maids. That's what he wants, right? No offense to Latin people, you do a whole lot more than that. But this is what he came and campaigned on. They got the black jobs. It's just so stupid and so focused in on getting something from people. What are you gonna do with it, Trump? Ain't you collected enough billions yet with this bullshit ass Bitcoin and all that stuff, child? You need more? More, more, more. How do you like it? How do you like it? More, more, more. And if you want to know how he really feels, just keep them coins coming. Get them. Baby, you know, his greed is really real. Mm. He said, I wish my daddy was here to see all the success. See all the success. Was Trump, if you're so successful and they say you're the most powerful man in the world, why do you need to have these damn parades with all these tanks and goddamn troops and shit? Why you need all that to kiss your ass, child? Isn't it enough you got the whole Congress kissing your ass? They should have known when he started hiring all those idiots to be his cabinet, child. He had no desire to actually accomplish anything. He only wanted dissenting opinion. Why I need your opinion? I know everything. They better remember what happened in Los Angeles with Rodney King when they beat the shit out of Rodney King. You better pay attention to what can happen in Los Angeles, idiot. Right? No matter how much you make in military, right? Like you were in some kind of goddamn war zone or something, right? Remember Rodney King, motherfucker. You want to talk about riots in Los Angeles? Really? You want to keep picking on these people and picking on these people and picking on these people to finally someone decide, no, enough is enough. Oh, I don't care. I'm going to golf. I'm going golfing. Look at my golf courses. He got everybody on the damn golf course telling him what a great player he is. Big fat ass can't barely even move. But yet he's the greatest golfer since Tiger Woods. Oh, that suntan looks good on you, Donald Trump. That suntan looks good. Out here looking like a goddamn fool. Nobody ever tells him, Donald Trump, that orange makeup looks stupid. Take that off. Stop doing that. They won't even tell him that. No moral compass, period. They don't have it. There's something missing there. When you lack empathy like that, you know, and just the way they get these crazy ass followers. How can these people who claim to be so moral, they're so worried, they always want to get the gays and all that. Oh, the Bible said in the gays. The Bible said in the 600 some laws you seem to be stuck on too. And yet you're going to excuse all this bullshit that Donald Trump does? What's it going to take? He said that he can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and he could still be the president. And I think he believed it and he convinced them of it. Right? He might as well have been one of them cult leaders, even though he never read the Bible. What else is going on, people? I dare not look. He told us, Soul Sister #1 show, that there was genocide in South Africa. Genocide, all the white people being killed and murdered. The president sitting there, really? Let me see that. Where did you get that? And then he found out the picture ain't got nothing to do with the fuck's going on in South Africa. And not even in South Africa. right? But yet he's so stupid he can just come out and say that. Don't even think about it. He ain't had nobody research it. He got the whole goddamn world at his feet, and he ain't had nobody to look in. Is there genocide in Africa? No, because he don't give a fuck. He does not care about any of it, honey. He don't give a fuck what's going on in Los Angeles. He thinks he's sticking it to Gavin Newsom. Granted, it ain't only Gavin Newsom, it's this immigration thing, but I don't think there's any problem with immigrants coming to America and working their way up the ladder. They seem to be trying to do the right thing. They seem to be trying to do the right channel, but they can't even do that because if they show up, they get arrested and sent off to El Salvador or some goddamn where. Right? Why are they our enemies, Donald Trump? Why? The lies, the lies, the lies, soul sister. Mm-hmm. Is everybody hitting the like button? I bet you, honey. I bet you, them other country. I know Europe. They just sit back and they sit back and laugh at this clown. Listen to what he said today, right? He even started a fight with Europe. How you gonna start a fight with Europe? All these motherfucking pink people, aren't they from Europe? You said that you know America, they get them all together. The Italians, all the different countries in Europe and all countries in Germany, all these people, you put them all together, and now these are white people. I thought they were Italians. I thought they were Jews, right? I thought they were Swedes. No, they get over here and they're white. Fucking idiot. The Germans made a fool of him too. Ain't that where he from? That means a lot of that indoctrination, that shit started from his birth. And Elon's from South Africa during apartheid. Their country had enough sense to tell him, no, baby, not here. They didn't allow him to take over his own country. So he brought his ass over here. Right. And then my thing with Elon, he set up there under deporting all these people and costing all these people their jobs and sicking all this ICE, expanding ICE, doing all this shit to immigrants. And he's an immigrant. What sense does that make? You're an immigrant with some power. You should be fighting for people. None of them care about no damn human rights. They don't give a goddamn about nobody but themselves, honey. And they've got these idiots thinking that they're all the same. All for one and one for all. You're not all for one, honey. You all have your own interests, right? You're just too proud to say, listen, I'm a decent person. I'm not a monster. And no, I don't like what Donald Trump does. Stand up and say that. I am a real Christian. I believe in the love of Jesus Christ. Correct? I take my spirituality very seriously. I know he's not a Christian, right? I know he abused young girls. I know that. I saw him lose millions of dollars from groping women in public and humiliating people. I've seen all that. I saw him get 34 felonies, right? So I'm changing my vote. Although it's too late now because he's in there, honey. Unless they impeach his ass. They got to prove how brain warped he is. But they're not going to let no real people to evaluate him, his mental health. We'll never get the truth. He came in there last time. That brought that. Remember the doctor with the long hair. And all. Oh, I've never seen a man so healthy. He's the most healthiest person I've ever seen. All that bullshit, girl. People about that shit. You don't even talk like regular people. Scary cats. And after he locks into your ass, I guess it's till the death. Fucking no foreign students. Ain't that a bitch? Like everybody wants to be here. Bitch, we were privileged to have them people bringing their millions of dollars over here to go to our schools, honey. Right? Many of them stayed, honey, and created wonderful things. Wonderful. Trump, you never did. You ain't never created shit. Nothing. Fake Bibles with your name written on them. Tennis shoes. You ain't never did nothing to help this goddamn country. Con man. So I done run my mouth. Y'all watch. When you open up your computer tomorrow or your television, or however you get your news, you're going to see that he has done something else. He has started another fire, so you can be distracted to look over there, look over here. All this bullshit about ego. Oh, well, I'm going to reopen Alcatraz. I'm going to reopen Alcatraz. Girl, what happened to that, Trump? Did they finally tell you that that doesn't make any sense, Donald Trump? That's a museum. Correct? Everything is old, right? Everything's from the 1700s. He will be dead and gone before we get the truth. He never will tell the truth, honey. He is a liar and he's a cheat. I don't know why stupid people put him in office. I'm telling you, because when you look at Fox News, or at least the little clips that we see on online stuff, I mean, they don't even make an effort to make the shit sound real. They just don't care. Oh, I saw one of them blonde bimbos. What did she say? Oh, how come they don't want Donald Trump to get rid of the murderers? And she's in charge of Homeland Security. I don't know why they don't want Donald Trump to get rid of all the murder. Or what did they murder in the daytime and then go work in the restaurant at night? Is that how it works? Miss Bondi? Where they come off the scaffolding, building your buildings for your ass? Where they, on their lunch break, they go and do a little murdering, a little raping? They don't even attempt to make it make sense. We all live here. Shit, most of us, I'm in my 60s. Hell, we've been here. We know good and goddamn well them people ain't causing no destruction here. It's people like Donald Trump who caused all the damn destruction. He been running his mouth since he got in office, child. Started on the first fucking day, right? He's still talking about what Biden did, what Biden did. At least Biden did something. Biden kept this bitch afloat. And Biden, no matter what any of them say, saved us from your ass. All right, you wonderful darlings. I hope I didn't mess up now your Sunday. We didn't go to church today. We have every other week for now. Okay. Make sure I ain't miss anything. So thank y'all for coming in. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, whatever, however 2 or 3 hours it's going to be. I slept through almost the whole damn day, child. I woke up. It was like 3 o'clock, something like that. Anyway, thanks for coming in, people. I love you guys. Thank you for your thumbs up. Talk to you later.